It's called the GCAP, Global Combat Air Program, a sixth-generation fighter jet built to dominate the skies of tomorrow. Stealth beyond radar, AI as a co-pilot, drones under its command, hypersonic awareness. This is not science fiction. This is Japan's bold step into the future. Co-developed by Japan, the United Kingdom, and Italy, the GCAP is not just a plane, it's a revolution in air warfare. Designed to fly faster, think smarter, and strike harder, at its core is an artificial intelligence system, capable of processing battlefield data in real time, helping pilots make life-or-death decisions. In milliseconds, AI isn't just an assistant here. It's a co-pilot, flanked by loyal drone wingman. GCAP can coordinate unmanned combat missions without direct human control. One fighter jet becomes an entire strike force. With stealth capabilities far beyond anything that's come before, it slips through enemy defenses undetected. No radar, no warning, just silence and then impact. And it doesn't just fly fast, it thinks at hypersonic speed. With 360 battlefield awareness, it can track, lock, and eliminate threats before they even realize they've been seen. Japan, once a dominant air power, stepped away from offensive military might after World War II, but the world has changed, threats have evolved, and Japan is once again ready to defend the skies. Now, under a new defense doctrine and rising global tension, the rising sun returns, not with conquest, but with resolve. To protect, to deter, to lead. This is not science fiction. This is Japan's bold step into the future of aerial dominance. This is GCAP, and the rising sun is flying again. In 1945, the mighty Japanese Empire fell. After years of imperial conquest, devastating war, and 2 atomic bombs, Japan surrendered unconditionally. Its cities were in ruins, its people traumatized, its military dismantled. Under American occupation, a new Japan was born. The old imperial military was dissolved, and in 1947, a new constitution came into force. At its heart, Article 9, the Japanese people forever renounce war as a sovereign right of the nation. Land, sea, and air forces will never be maintained. The right of belligerency will not be recognized. But there was a catch. While Japan gave up war, it didn't give up security. The United States, now Japan's former enemy, became its protector. For nearly 70 years, Japan lived under the American defense umbrella. No offensive weapons, no foreign wars. Instead, Japan focused inward, rebuilding, reimagining, and rising. From the ashes of defeat, Japan built an economic miracle. The nation became the 3rd largest economy in the world, a symbol of resilience, innovation, and peace. Its military, small, defensive, and constrained. The Japan's Force, or JSDF, and for decades, that was enough. Japan was safe, prosperous, protected. But history, as always, had other plans.
And liftoff of Ares 1X. Testing concept.
In 1998, Japan's illusion of safety was shattered. A North Korean missile flew directly over Japanese territory. A stark reminder that in the missile age, oceans no longer protect. Suddenly, Article 9 felt outdated. The government began to invest in missile defense systems, Aegis destroyers, and advanced early warning radars. But that was only the beginning. In the 2010s, another threat grew more visible and more aggressive. China had launched its first 5th-generation stealth fighter, the J-20, built new aircraft carriers, militarized the South China Sea, and began buzzing Japan's airspace near the Senkaku Islands. Japan found itself outnumbered and outgunned. Its radar systems were aging, its fighter jets were limited, and the balance of power in East Asia was shifting fast. Then, in 2014, came a jolt from Europe. Russia invaded Crimea, changing international borders by force. For Japan, this was more than a distant event. It was a warning. Peace is fragile. Alliances are not guarantees. Geography is no longer safety. Japan's response was bold. In 2015, under Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, Japan passed historic security laws that redefined its military role. Under these reforms, Japan could defend its allies militarily for the first time in modern history, deploy troops abroad for peacekeeping and protection, engage in collective self-defense, striking enemies when allies are attacked. But the greatest wake-up call came in 2022. Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. China surrounded Taiwan with war drills. The world was no longer stable. Even the United States, Japan's protector, seemed stretched thin. Japan realized a painful truth. If war came to East Asia, Japan would be on the front lines, and it might have to fight alone. In response, Japan began its largest military modernization since World War II. Billions invested in new jets, missiles, cybersecurity, and space defense. And for the first time since the empire fell, Japan is preparing not for war, but for deterrence. From Article 9 to AI-powered fighter jets, Japan's journey was shaped by peace, but forged by history, threats, and the changing tides of power. This is not a return to militarism. It is the awakening of a nation ready to stand, ready to lead. If you found this analysis informative, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. And if you want more deep dive geopolitical content like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. What do you think will happen next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Until next time, stay aware, stay informed, and keep questioning the headlines.